They probably, maybe they're on a side by side or something. Look like they done some clearing sometime, maybe today. Not too long ago. There they are. Farther up? How much farther up before it goes back up the mountain?
Probably about a mile.
About a mile? That's a long stretch of flat road.
Yeah.
This new section, or?
Yeah, we're putting her back in. We had it in here once before and we shut down for mining. We're putting it back in.
Yeah, it looked like an old mine maintained it. But yeah, I haven't rode these roads in years. I moved out of state, but I come back for visiting. And so I've been riding these trails, and I was like, I don't know if this is a system or not. It looks like a mine.
Yeah, this is Trail 22.
Yeah, I thought it should have been, but I didn't. I was like, I don't see any indications, but I seen that truck. That your truck? Yeah. We just widen it up a little bit.
Yeah, trying to, if you can get the brush off from it, widen it.
That's what they want?
No, not really.
Oh, no.
But that saved me from being back here in 3 months.
I don't know. If we get that flash flood, you might be back here all next week.
I've got, this right here makes me about right around 116 miles to take care of myself.
Really? Keeps you busy, huh?
Yep.
That's why I had to leave. Couldn't find work, so.
Yeah. This make me about 116, which I've had another guy helping me with this right here, but he's already got his time in for the week and he couldn't work today.
Do you get a lot of hours?
40 hours a week.
That's all?
Yep.
It's not too.
Now, last year they let us have 60 and 70 hours a week. But permit sales was down last year. And
how many do they sell a year? I just wonder what the annual intake is, you know?
Last year it was 90,000. The year before it was 95,000.
Oh, really? That's a pretty good lot.
Yep. Yep. And we've had a bunch of overhead, had to purchase new dozers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be plenty of good used ones around here.
They won't go back to used ones.
No.
No, 'cause they bought this thing here, it's used, it's junk.
It is.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Oh, I grew up on Buffalo Creek.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was born at Logan. It used to be Logan General.
What's your name?
Shannon Bailey. You know Bib Bailey?
Yeah.
That's my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm from Madison Creek.
Oh, yeah. I went to Amersdale and Manhigh, but I ain't lived here in 12 years. You know, I got tired of trying to get a job in the mines. You know, I'd leave. I got my CDLs, went over the road, come back and worked 8 months at Express Cable down there at Danville. I worked there about 8 months, and then Patriot Coal filed bankruptcy, so I went back over the road. And then I had medical problems, so I had to quit driving. And I got a factory job all the way up in Wisconsin. I've been working up there in different factories. There's a bunch of factories up there, so. Yeah, I want to come back, but it's just not that easy.
Right, and right now, all the mines is laying off and everything.
Well, they're supposed, what's that called? Allegheny Meteorological Coal Mine? I don't know.
Yeah.
And Barber County's supposed to hire 500 people.
Yeah, I seen it online, yeah.
But yeah, other than that, but shoot, that was back in the day. I went to 30 mines, literally. Me and my friend Bob, we went to, you know Bobby Bean?
Yeah.
Little Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and him, we went to 30 different mines at one time.
See, I worked with Bobby Bean Sr.
Oh, his dad? Weighing block? Or he was doing block last I know.
Well, he worked up on
He used to lay block back.
see. Well, it was a Bobby Bean.
I mean, he may have did that before you started working with him.
I worked with Bobby Bean up on Chafing Branch Strip.
I don't know what he was doing, but when nobody could find work, he did masonry work. So
I know that he told us he had a little side gig.
that may have been
Never let
it.
us know what it was, because way we was working, he was afraid the bosses would catch wind of it and try to fire him over it.
Oh yeah. Well, if you got another job, then you know, I know. Yeah,
Some places is bad for that. Hey, way I see it is, you got a side gig, make you some extra money.
Yeah, I mean, what's the big deal? I'm just doing my job here.
Yeah, you work your 40 hours here, then you go home, and who says you can't work a couple hours every evening and then the weekends?
I know, buddy. When Patriot Coal filed bankruptcy at Express Cable, they only gave 4 people pink slips. Everybody else made too many mistakes, or you know, clocked in a minute too early, or wasn't wearing their safety glasses. They just found a reason to fire people.
Exactly.
You know, the lady in the office made too many mistakes. I mean, this all happened within a week. You know what I'm saying? Bull.
Yeah.
But you know, but they got Cracker down there. His name's Cracker. I don't know if you know him. He's pretty much a boss down there now. They open and close, open and close. That gets old after a while.
That's the reason I got away from the mining. I worked 18 years on surface mine.
Which one?
I worked for Black Castle, then head of Buffalo Creek, then Chafing Branch, and I've been around everywhere.
Yeah, Black Castle. They ain't around no more, are they?
Mm-mm.
What's it? I think sometimes it's just the same people, different name. You know, like word these companies never heard of just overnight. You know.
Best coal company I ever worked for was Justice.
I never even heard of that.
Justice.
I don't know.
Ford and Matt Justice. Now them guys right there treated us right.
I think my friend Justin. I don't know if you know Justin Akers. He worked for Mountain Laurel for 16 years. Now he works for Komatsu at Coronado or whatever its name is. But for Joy, selling Joy, managing Joy parts for the mines.
See, I worked at Ramaco too for 1 year exactly. I quit the day that I started for 1 year. They wouldn't get me no help. I was running 3 or 4 pieces of equipment a night. They kept saying ain't nobody got any applications in. I know they was lying, because I was the one that took people's applications in to the office and dropped them in.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, after going to 30 different mines all over the state and getting one interview, and there's only 6 positions available. I don't even remember the name of the place. And there's a bunch of us, but they only gave 6 guys the jobs because they had families. That's what he said. I was single, but I mean, I had my 80-hour, you know, and 40-hour surface. You know, I had both, but it was to no avail. So I said,
They've been a lot of good workers leave this state.
Nearly everybody, except for a select few, I went to Manhigh and Logan High. They all moved out of state.
Yeah.
My generation's got pretty much gone.
What year did you graduate?
It would have been 2000. I quit, but
I graduated in 98 from Man.
Yeah, offer man. Then you know probably had the same teachers I did.
Yep.
You know.
Guarantee you. Because they was always...
Who was Carter? He was principal, wasn't he?
Tootie.
Back in. And who was, remember Poston, the English teacher? Yeah, I had him. I was in his class when 9/11 hit. We was watching on the TV.
Really?
Yeah.
I was drilling gas.
Oh, it would have been 2001. Yeah.
I was drilling gas wells when I hit. I was coming off a place up in above Justice up there, Hanover. I was coming off a mountain when it
all happened. Well, we sitting there watching it, and there's a bunch of kids making jokes and laughing. You know, it's high school, and it's like, this is serious. You know, they sent everybody home that day. So, yep. So it's about another mile, and then where's it swing back around? You can go to.
You can come over in the Rockhouse.
Back into Rockhouse. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to. I just wanted. I got to leave in a couple of days. This is my last.
You just want a decent ride.
Yeah.
Go up here and it turns into 45.
Yeah.
Stay straight. Don't turn up the hill. It'll come up to a wider road. Hit 25 left. And left 25 take you up on top of the mountain.
All right.
To 33 takes you down in Rockhouse. 31 takes you down in Rockhouse.
And take me back to Maine.
Yes.
Man, in 2 weeks, including today, I seen a mother and 2 or 3 cubs. I've seen like 7 or 8 bear in 2 week time.
This place is eat up with them.
Man, they're all over the place.
We bear hunt this holler hard every year with dogs, and we kill all kinds of bears. Like, man, yeah, we got them thinned out this year. Nope.
They must be fertile.
Yeah.
They have to be breeding like that.
There's one female. She's down here on Chafin Branch, and they have cubs every 2 years. For the last 10 years, we've watched her. Every litter she's had, 5 litters, all 5 of them had 5 cubs.
They got one up there near the trailhead in Rockhouse. There's up in that cave at number 10, I think it is.
Yep.
She had 3 cubs. So.
They're all stays in Rockhouse parking lot eating garbage.
Now I don't know. The ones I seen weren't real big. But up Bingo Holler years ago, I used to hunt up Bingo Holler. Man, he's a big one up there. I never seen him, but I could tell by his traction where he clawed the tree. But I never seen him.
Biggest one that I've killed in here, I've killed a 360-some pounder, 362 I believe it was. And I killed a one after gutta was $4.99 in here.
That's a good one. Big frame, big skull.
Yeah. That was my very first one. That was on the junkyard scales down at Bender's. We set him down on the set of scales and backed away from it. And
that's good. Yeah, it's hard to judge them by way you guys measure their skull. But I'm gonna get out of here. Somebody's coming in a truck. But
that's that Toyota, ain't it?
Yeah. That's your boss?
Nah.
Oh.
I don't know who it is.
Oh. Well, I gotta get, man.
All right, buddy. Be careful now.
All right, man. Nice talking to you. There's a lot of bear around here. They didn't seem to used to be any. There was always a pretty good population, but man, there just seems to be so many of them. But I don't hunt bears, but he does. But yeah, you can see why I would leave here. The jobs are just too. It's a beautiful place, but living here is a different story as far as providing for your kids and having a good income. It's tough. it's hard to leave, but it's tough to stay here. You know, a lot of people I grew up with, and like I said, went to high school with, they don't even live here no more. You know, and in a small town, that's a big part of living here. Is everybody knows everybody. Well, I don't necessarily know everybody now. It's the younger generation and the older generation, but my generation's pretty much all gone. The population's about a quarter of what it used to be. And the town of Man, the last I checked, is like 698 people, maybe, something like that. But it could be less by now, I don't know. I mean, that's just, people talk about small towns, that's a small town. But, yeah, me sitting there talking, burn up some of my battery life, but I'll try to make the best of it, you know. If we come back onto the same trails, or some of the same trails, I'll just shut it off if I have to. Yeah, there's big bear. I know there's big bear, but the ones I've seen ain't all that big. Some of them's maybe young adults, but you know, they just aren't real big ones. At 370, that's not a real big bear, but the one he was talking about, 499, that's a good size bear. A broom, that's a pretty good size one. But they get, like I said, the biggest one that I know of, I never actually seen. I just seen his tracks, and I know that's a big one. I would have liked to seen him, but it just didn't happen. We'll try to keep some speed. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but for some reason, he said 45, right? Let me check the map here. Let's see. Let me see. He said 45. I think he said not to go up the mountain. Well, let's see. Nope, wrong one. We're on 22. 25. We can go on 45. Well, they both kind of go up the mountain, don't they? I'm not trying to go that route. We'll say, let's go 45 right, even though he said the other way. 41 and come back on 42, and we'll hit 25 and go this way. Okay. This is 45 right off 22.